So many people move to Jacksonville for the weather, the space, and the outdoor lifestyle. But once they get here, the big question hits. Where do you actually go to enjoy it? If you've got a kayak in the garage, a paddleboard collecting dust, or a bike begging for something better than just the sidewalk loop in your neighborhood, this is for you. Let's make it easy and give you the local spots that are actually worth your time. Hey, I'm Josh Rogers with the F3 Home Team at Real Broker. I'm a local real estate agent here in Jacksonville, and I help families relocate, find the right neighborhood, and buy a home that actually fits their lifestyle. If you're thinking about making a move, just shoot me a text. I'd love to help you get started. All right, let's start with Dutton Island Preserve in Atlantic Beach. If you're looking for a calm, peaceful spot to paddleboard or kayak without the crowds, this is one of the best places in Jacksonville. You'll find it at the very north end of Atlantic Beach. Just take Mayport Road and follow Dutton Island Road west all the way to the end. It's tucked away, but totally worth the drive. There's a dedicated launch area for kayaks and paddleboards, and the water here is super calm. You're winding through salt marshes and mangroves, which means you get quiet views, a good breeze, and a chance to really slow down. It's great for beginners or anyone who just wants a relaxing paddle. I'd say early mornings or just before sunset are the best times to go. Less boat traffic, cooler temperature, and some incredible views as the sun dips over the intracoastal. And if you're not in the mood to paddle, there's a nice little loop trail that's just under 2 miles. You'll see locals out walking, jogging, even biking. It's shaded, easy to follow, and you might even spot a few people fishing along the banks. Just one thing to keep in mind, watch out for oyster beds in the water. They're sharp and kind of hidden when the tide's low, so double check the tide charts before heading out. There's no gear rental here, so bring your own board or kayak, and parking is limited, so weekends can get a little busier, especially in spring and fall, but weekdays are usually pretty quiet. If you want a true local spot that's low-key, peaceful, and surrounded by nature, Dutton Island Preserve really delivers. Now, if you're looking for one place that checks all the boxes, Hanna Park is it. This spot sits right up in the Mayport area on Jacksonville's northeast edge, and honestly, it's a local favorite for good reason. On one side, you've got the beach. That means surfing, swimming, or just setting up for a full beach day with the family. But what most people don't realize is there's a freshwater lake tucked right inside the park. It's calm, quiet, and perfect for kayaking or paddleboarding, especially if you're new to it or just want to avoid choppy waves. You can bring your own gear or rent on site, which makes it super convenient. And then there's the biking. Hanna Park has over 15 miles of biking and hiking trails, and it's known for having some of the best mountain biking terrain in Northeast Florida. The trails wind through the woods, giving you a mix of shady paths, tight turns, and enough variety for beginners and more experienced riders. Families love it, but if you're up for a challenge, there's plenty of space to get in a serious ride. The park does get busy on weekends, especially during spring and summer, so if you're looking for that peaceful experience, mornings or weekdays are your best bet. There's a small entrance fee, $5 per car for day use, but it's well worth it for everything you get in one spot. And just a heads up, Hanna Park also offers camping, so if you want to make a weekend of it, you can. It's one of the few places in Jacksonville where you can go from trail to lake to beach all in one afternoon. Now, if you're out on the west side of Jacksonville or maybe living in Fleming Island or Orange Park, Black Creek is a must. It's one of those places that gives you that old Florida feel, with dark water winding through tall trees and shaded banks. You can launch from spots like Black Creek Park and Trailhead or Whitey's Fish Camp, and right away you're in the middle of peaceful, quiet stretches that feel like they're straight out of a movie. Right next to it, you've got Doctor's Lake, which is a more open body of water and a great spot if you want to paddle farther or just cruise around. It connects to the St. Johns River, so depending on how far you want to go, there's room to explore. You'll see folks out here paddleboarding, kayaking, and even fishing on calm mornings and late afternoons. And for my bikers, check out the Black Creek Trail. It's a paved multi-use trail that runs alongside Highway 17 from Orange Park down toward Green Cove Springs. It's flat, smooth, and lined with trees, which makes it perfect for a weekend ride or even a casual weekday cruise with the kids. If this kind of access to nature and outdoor fun is important to you and you'd love to have spots like this right in your backyard, shoot me a text. I help people find neighborhoods that actually match their lifestyle and hobbies, not just a house, but a home that fits. Another awesome spot that doesn't get nearly enough attention is Cedar Point, tucked into the far northeast side of Jacksonville. It's tucked away past the Pumpkin Hill area at the end of Cedar Point Road, and it really feels like you're stepping into a different world. This spot is a dream for paddlers who want a longer, more peaceful route. There are mapped kayak trails that weave through salt marshes and tidal creeks, and they eventually open up into the intracoastal. You'll want to check the tide chart before you go. It's much easier to navigate during mid to high tide. And because it's part of a protected preserve, the water and wildlife feel totally untouched. Great for spotting birds, fish, and even the occasional dolphin or manatee. There's no cost to launch here, no reservation needed. Just show up, park, and go. That said, it's best to arrive early, especially on weekends or holidays. The parking lot isn't very big, and once it fills up, you'll have to turn around. So try to plan a morning outing if you can. The trails here are perfect for more experienced paddlers or those who want to explore at a slower pace. And if you're into biking or hiking, there are gravel and grass trails along the shoreline that are great for a peaceful ride or a nature walk. You won't find food vendors or restrooms like you would at a bigger park, so come prepared. This is the spot for unplugging, bird watching, and getting away from the hustle of the city without actually leaving Jacksonville. Let's not forget the Riverwalk downtown. If you're downtown or just want something easy and scenic, the Jacksonville Riverwalk is one of the best spots for casual biking or walking. It stretches along both sides of the St. Johns River, North Bank and South Bank, and gives you clear paved paths with benches, shade, and waterfront views. The total loop is around 3 miles, depending on where you start and turn around. You'll pass landmarks like the Main Street Bridge, Friendship Fountain, the Museum of Science and History, and even a few riverfront restaurants if you want to stop for lunch. It's well lit, regularly maintained, and patrolled by security in busier sections, so it feels safe even in the early morning or evening. There's no need for reservations or permits here. Just show up with your bike or walking shoes. It's busiest around sunrise and sunset, especially on weekends, but even then it's more relaxed than crowded. If you live nearby or work downtown, this is a solid way to stay active without leaving the city. That said, living in Jacksonville means having all this in your backyard. Whether you're into sunrise paddles, family bike rides, or just want to explore something new this weekend, the options are endless. And if you're planning a move or thinking about what area fits best with your lifestyle, I'd love to help. Send me a text, and my team and I would walk you through it. I post new videos every week breaking down the best neighborhoods, parks, lifestyle tips, and everything you need to know about living here in Jacksonville. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.